2023 has some big shoes to fill, as 2022 was packed with new series debuts, a lot of old favorites making comebacks, and so many moments that had fans at the edge of their seats. Will 2023 surpass 2022? And with so many titles and series coming out, you might be wondering what's even worth my time. I'm asking that same question too. My name is Levin, and joining me today to tackle these questions and more is Grand Sounds and Jaylee Tree.
What up, what up, what up?
What's good? What up, though?
Okay, so Grant, what anime are you most excited about for winter 2023? Please let me know, because I need help navigating this new schedule.
Well, Ethan, I'm going to tell you right now that 2023 should be coined as the year of the adaptation. We have so many new adaptations coming out this year, but my favorite this winter is Nier Automata. 13 years after this series release and 6 years after Automata's release, we're getting finally an adaptation that hopefully makes fans proud. I know adaptations are usually a situation where it's like, I don't know if I want people to do this, especially when it comes to things like video games, but I'm really confident, especially with how much they have to work with, that this is going to be something that's going to be a banger.
I didn't play Nier Automata. I definitely should have. The game sounds fun. This anime looks really, really good to me. I definitely need to hop on. Thank you for that, Grant, for sure.
It's really fun game.
Yo, okay, look, send me the link, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But for me, it's going to be Vinland Saga Season 2. I'm super, super excited to see how Thorfinn's character just develops throughout this entire next part. For those who did watch Season 1, we seen a lot of craziness, a lot of action. Folks was getting killed left and right, you know what I'm saying? But this time, we got some real deal character development, some real plot changing things. You know, Thorfinn, him being in jail as a slave and all of that. Like, I'm geeked for that, personally, for me. And I know it's on a lot of people on the top of their list. So definitely Vinland Saga. But I need to put this Automata on my list.
I kind of have an issue with Vinland Saga Season 2, right?
Why you say that?
I have a lot of connection for a character like Denji that killed 2022. Shout out Chainsaw Man. We ain't got to talk too much about it. But Thorfinn is another brainless, no thoughts, just fighting protagonist. So if we take the fighting outside of this season, what do we have? I don't celebrate Leif Erikson Day, so I don't know if this is going to be the season for me. But at the end of the day, we're going to see.
Yo, wait. See, look, this is my thing about Chainsaw Man. I really, really bang with Denji, right? But I personally was not the biggest fan of the anime because I actually enjoyed reading it more. So I do understand what you're saying about Denji, but Thorfinn's character, bro, like after all this killing and stuff like that, like, he gotta go through some stuff. He gotta go through some shit to like get to this next portion, which is like him growing into kind of like he still gotta be after his dad. Let's keep it honest and keep it real. Like he's still chasing his father's figure or his father's shadow, trying to be the best man he possibly can be, or trying to just take over the world in some type of way. But you know, him being a slave and going through some dream sequences and stuff like that, man, I can't wait.
True. And I feel like
that's cool and all, but I want to see people fight.
I feel you, dog. The action's gonna be really sad this time too, because I think for anime onlys, bro, to be real, it's gonna be tough because you're not getting that same action you got in Season 1. I remember when Vinland Saga was on just Amazon Prime, and then when it came to Netflix, everybody jumped on immediately and got caught up to where we at right now. And it's like, oh, a lot of people are already like having questions like, hey, like where the hell is the action? It's like, nah, don't worry about it. Let it build up. Slow burn.
That's true. And I feel like when it comes down to manga and manhwa and light novels, there's a lot of new adaptations that are happening this year. So Jay, do you have any ones that you're anticipating to see in 2023 that you're hoping that gets a good adaptation?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Solo Leveling. Shout out to Solo Leveling, one of the greatest webtoons in history, in my personal opinion. If you want heat back to back, if you want to pay them coins on the webtoons app, you can do that too. I'm not suggesting you to pay no money on this ad, but this is not me doing the ad either. But at the same time, also rest in peace to the artist Dubu as well, Jane Sung Rock. But either way it goes, Solo Leveling is literally that gas. I am super, super excited to see how it's gonna look. I'm trying to figure out, like, is it going to be animation of the year? Because we've seen Demon Slayer do this for years now. I'm kind of ready to see a new one take the fold. So Solo Leveling for me, 100%.
I definitely understand Solo Leveling as your pick. It was one that I started reading maybe 2 years ago, got into it so much that I started consuming the graphic novel when the manhwa wasn't completed. So now that it's completed, it actually left a void where I was like, man, there really isn't something that's filling that space like Solo Leveling was. And that tells you something about that series. That series has jam-packed good characters, good adaptations to different series or different plots or tropes that you see in like RPG or dungeon traveling manhwa, typically
dragons and stuff.
Dungeon crawlers. So they do the best of the best. So I'm really excited to see how they bring this adaptation into 2023. My choice is actually a music adaptation because given I am a musician, shout out if the shoe fits. But you know, if you want to go ahead and talk about music adaptations, PPPPP is a manga that I think people are slowly seeing in Shonen Jump. Yeah, it definitely deserves that praise. It's really about some people playing piano, and it's a story about family and how their love for playing piano has essentially tore their family apart, but still is something that connects to each of their souls. So I really want more music anime in production this year, but even more so, I just want this series because this series has some real sauce to it.
Nah, I agree with you. I think PPPP, I've read the first 10 chapters on Shonen Jump. Shout out to the Shonen Jump app. It's $2.99, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe if you ain't already done that. But the first 10 chapters that I've read, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm going to add that to my personal list as well because PPPP is good. I love what I read.
Wait. Is it PPPP or PPPPP or
PPPPP? Or is it just pushing?
It's definitely pushing P.
That's what we need to know. And y'all saying it's good, so I need to check it out.
That's also a good question.
Okay, I need to check it out because I haven't seen it, so
it's good.
Okay. When it comes down to the manga that you guys mentioned, is there any other ones that you are looking for, or is that it pretty much? Like,
shout out to Omniscient Reader, another webtoon that's another gas pack. I started actually reading Omniscient Reader first before Solo Leveling, and those artists are the same, so you're gonna see some similarities. But Omniscient Reader is just like a apocalyptic type world. If you're into Walking Dead or if you're into The Last of Us, shout out to The Last of Us right now going crazy on TV. You're gonna like Omniscient Reader for sure. Like, it's really, really good.
If we spinning back this question, I really got to say, I think for what God of High School did in terms of damage, because that adaptation did not stand up to par, I'm really excited to see how Tower of God stands up in this second season that they have. Potentially bringing back some popularity into the series. This is one that could be here for years to come. But this next season really is the one that's going to solidify whether it's going to stay in adaptation, anime adaptation or not.
So all those different series, and like when it comes down to Vinland and I think Attack on Titan coming back later in 2023, like it seems as though 2023 is meeting 2022 as far as standards. Do you guys feel like, Grant, do you feel like it's going to outdo 2022 as far as the level of anime that is coming out right now?
This is a telltale old as time story. The old gods versus the new gods. Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. You have Bleach coming back in 2022 versus the new gods. We got Kaiju number 8, Mashal, Hell's Paradise, Blue Lock coming in for another one. Gundam, Witch of Mercury, Second Core coming in. We have so many new series that are coming in 2023 that come to rival series that have had popularity with fans for years. And I have to say, for what it's worth, I think 2023 can stand up and will stand up to 2022. I'm not watching Bleach because I don't have that popularity. I'm sorry. I don't have Shell or Jules over here to fight me right now. Watch the first episode if you need to. So I'm not watching Bleach. I wasn't really too happy with My Hero Academia with how it turned out. So when it comes down to it, I'm not too excited about these old series and how they're being pushed forward. But when it comes to the new hitters, I'm confident that everybody wants these to be bangers. So I gotta say, 2023, I'm looking out for you, and I hope you stand up to the test.
I'm concerned about two things that my good friend Grant Sounds just said. First of all,
Oh Lord, now.
My Hero Academia season 6 started off with an amazing bang to pretty much finish fall 2022. This second part, I can see what you mean about going to the second core. I start off a little bit slower. I'm not cool with flashbacks. I need Toho Animation to really get this correct, and Bones, all that other stuff. Please stop doing the flashback stuff for My Hero. We just finished it before Christmas. Like there's nothing we can forget. So let's just stop doing that. So I understand that point. But that Bleach one, I'm gonna just ask you a question. What is it about Bleach that you don't like?
Here's the thing. Take it like you're watching basketball. Bleach, this new season, it's not the same thing as Bleach. We're not watching LeBron James. We're watching Bronny, Bron, the child. And if we go to his game and he's scoring only 13 points, not dunking in the paint, he's not doing any crazy crossovers, breaking anybody's ankles, I'm going to say he's doing what he needs to do. He's still winning the game. Most like he's still showing that he's a superior player. But is he doing what he's supposed to do as LeBron James' son? I don't think so. So I just don't think it really stood up to what it was supposed to do. Sure, it was good. Sure, people who are hoping that this was going to be something that it could stand up to, people who are anticipating it probably were satisfied. But did it fill their bellies? Were they nourished at the end of the day? That's the question. And to that, I say I don't think so.
I think folks was nourished, more than nourished. I know for me personally, I ate very well. I was geeked to see the people's reaction to the new, like, what's that, Zabimaru and all of that stuff.
All
like
the Bankais
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The new Bunkai was fire, like, for a lot of people that didn't read it. So I think that was a great reaction. I think more so with Bleach, to your point, I think some of it is more so like just the reaction of the fans to see like the geekness of it all. Because I remember episode 1, people were like, it almost shut down the internet. But at the same time, to your point though, there's some heavy dogs in 2023. Like, we talking about the return of Attack on Titan, bro. Again, like, the
It took a minute, though.
shut down Crunchyroll. It's been a minute. And I do have my qualms and my my problems with Attack on Titan with its parts. Don't even get me started. But not only Attack on Titan, we also have, of course, Bleach the second core. We also have Demon Slayer coming back. I think the Swordsman Village arc is going to be something that is going to be very, very interesting to see into 2023, and how, of course, Tanjiro is still developing in himself, but also to see, is he going to finally get up to meet with Muzan? Like, I don't want to spoil nothing, but he lost the sword the last time we checked. Mugen Train was just happening. Entertainment District just happening. He just broke his sword again. So now he got to see the sword maker. And y'all remember from last time, the sword maker chased Buddy. So I want to see what's going to happen. So I think 2023 in a nutshell, I think it's going to kind of beat 2022 by a hair, but maybe not as much as like Grant is saying. I think the new boys and the old boys got something to say this year for sure.
Well, I guess like time will tell. I feel like with all these different titles, as far as what I think, it might just stack up close to 2022. But I'm definitely excited to see Vinland Saga. Ranking of Kings is coming back too for a second season. I'm like, okay, I need to like check back on the old first season to rewatch it. But Hell's Paradise, I feel like with Hell's Paradise finally making a comeback, with Hell's Paradise finally making its animated debut, there's a lot to look forward to, I feel like, for 2023. And it seems to me that I feel like 2023 is just not messing around. It sounds like it's doing something. It's going to be a good year for anime fans. Jay, Grant, thank you guys so much. I know my list got so much longer because of all the things you guys told me, but sound off
Mine too.
Right? Sound up in the comments and let us know what you guys will be watching this year. And it's 28 days of cosplay. Please tag us. We want to see all the cosplays you guys are doing this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.